Welcome to Fantasy Sports Live, brought to you by DraftDay.com. I am Crazy Gaby, and you may notice I'm a little more subdued than usual. I'm not generally this quiet, a little more active with my hands and whatnot, but listen, it's a somber day. Let me tell you why. At 2 p.m. today, new Commissioner Adam Silver is going to speak on the Donald Sterling matter. Now, his ability to rule ranges all the way to a lifetime ban for an owner. He actually can enact that. There are certain things that can be done, and it's going to be extremely interesting to see where, first of all, the NBA lands on this issue, and then where the owners land on this issue. But what I'm most interested in are the players. You see, I am very concerned that if an inadequate ruling is reached by Adam Silver and action is not taken fast enough, I could see these players just completely forfeiting the game, walking out, which would make taking anybody from the Golden State side or the Los Angeles side essentially a suicide mission for your daily fantasy lineups. Now, obviously, that is a peripheral issue. It's not the bigger picture here, but seeing as this is a daily fantasy video and we try to give you that sort of news or that take on the news, I just want you to be aware of that. But, of course, the bigger picture is a guy like this just needs to be out of basketball. I was listening to Keith Olbermann last night. Not somebody I always agree with, but somebody I respect the hell out of. And he said something that really got to me. He said these players have to walk out of Game 5. They have to forfeit. Not because this is about basketball necessarily, but because this is bigger than basketball. They need to walk out. Up until this point, I hadn't really thought that that was a good idea, but who else can really punish Donald Sterling if the NBA and the owners fail to do so? So I think the press conference today at 2 p.m., depending on when you're watching this, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, is going to be telling. And I think a lot of things are up in the air right now. So just keep your eyes and your ears peeled, and you'll definitely have some better direction on what to do. Moving on to some topic matter that's a little bit lighthearted. I discovered something amazing last week. Draft Day leagues. They have leagues that you can run, guys. This is absolutely bonkers. It changes everything. Changes everything. It's a completely customizable DFS experience. And of course, that means we couldn't help but fiddling around with it. We're going to run the Fantasy Sports Live League at DraftDay.com. You can click below to join that league right now. Hop in tonight's Five Guys game. And for those of you who don't remember, Five Guys games are a series of weekly double-ups Monday through Friday. Normal double-up payouts except for one caveat. The top 5 folks are going to get entered into a weekly free roll on Saturday. So get your chance in right now to win some kick-ass free prizes on Saturday afternoon by joining my Five Guys game in the Fantasy Sports Live link below. Something really sweet that you can now do is get inside the mind of a daily fantasy professional. That's right, Luke Rohr is writing an article each week entitled Operation Luke Rohr, where he's going to reveal what it's like to live the life of a daily fantasy professional, as well as giving you some of the tricks of his trade so you can become a better DFS player yourself. Click the link for that one below as well. My man Josh Shepherdson's coming at you with the top MLB plays for today. You can check out his article by clicking below. He's got more plays than you can shake a stick at. I don't know why you'd want to shake a stick, though. More fun than a barrel of monkeys, etc., etc. Right-hand bats for the Red Sox tonight against Eric Bedard. That is the place to be. Xander Bogaerts, Mike Napoli, Johnny Gomes, Dustin Pedroia, the list goes on and on. Anyone else who happens to find themselves in a good spot batting right-handed in that order is fair game tonight. Eric Bedard, the worst pitcher on the slate, definitely one of the top 10, 15 worst pitchers in Major League Baseball as well. Gotta pick on him. Josh also believes that Cole Hamels is a severely underpriced ace taking on a Mets team that has been abysmal against southpaws. You can anchor your roster with this bargain bin baller, and you don't even have to really break the bank. You can go ahead and pay up for anybody else that you want to. I think he needs to be in your lineups as well. I wasn't sold until I read Josh's article. Now I'm convinced. All my lineups going to have Cole Hamels on them tonight. Today's question of the day may or may not be relevant depending on when you're watching this video, but please, if you haven't heard yet, come back because I want your thoughts. I want to know if you're satisfied with Adam Silver's ruling on Donald Sterling. Was he tough enough? Did the NBA take enough action? Or does something else need to be done? Are you infuriated? Are you satiated? Let me know your thoughts below. Let's get into a discussion about this. This is definitely one of the more heavy subject matters that we can have in the sporting arenas. I think it's good for us to all air out our opinions and come to a consensus. I know you liked what you saw, and if you want daily fantasy news, top picks, all that jazz delivered to you on the daily, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. I'm Crazy Gaby for Fantasy Sports Live, reminding you to be a man, grow a beard.